Remember, accuracy over speed. Remember, accuracy over speed. Remember, accuracy over speed.
Come on.
Remember, accuracy over speed. Remember, accuracy over speed.
Come on.
Remember, accuracy over speed. 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 Remember,
Remember,
accuracy over speed. Remember, accuracy over speed. Remember, accuracy over speed.
Flattered.
Remember, accuracy over speed. Remember, accuracy over speed. Remember, accuracy over speed. Remember, accuracy over speed.
Ah, caraca, mira.
Remember, accuracy over speed. Remember, accuracy over speed.
Fuck off!
Remember, accuracy over speed. Remember, accuracy over speed.
Fuck!
Remember, accuracy over speed.
Fuck!
Remember, accuracy over speed. Accuracy over speed. Remember, accuracy over speed. Remember, accuracy over speed. Remember, accuracy over speed.
Hey. Oh, sakes. What's up, Tam? What's up, top? Want to watch me lose a video game?
Remember, accuracy over speed.
Oh my god.
Remember, accuracy over speed.
Fuck sakes.
Remember, accuracy over speed.
Fuck around.
Remember, accuracy over speed.
How are you?
Remember, accuracy over speed.
I'm just putting my boots on and then going out to bed.
Why?
Because I'm going to put my boots on when I wake up.
Silly. Why don't we just go to the pharmacy now?
Remember, accuracy over speed.
Oh my god, it's just too many projectiles.
You probably gotta level up.
There's no way to level up. There's no way I could fight more enemies.
Remember, accuracy over speed.
Oh, fuck. Do I look okay again? Oh, I'm fucking dead. Thanks to you.
Remember, accuracy over speed. 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 Remember, accuracy over speed.
Look around!
Remember, accuracy over speed. Remember, accuracy over speed.
I didn't even use my fucking spears and fucking things yet.
Remember, accuracy over speed.
Fuck's sakes.
Remember, accuracy over speed. Remember, accuracy over speed.
Damn!
Remember, accuracy over speed. Remember, accuracy over speed. Remember, accuracy over speed.
challenging is like, yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Remember, accuracy over speed. Remember, accuracy over speed.
Fuck, man. It's impossible or what?
Remember, accuracy over speed. Remember, accuracy. Remember, accuracy over speed. Remember, accuracy over speed.
okay, kid?
Remember, accuracy over speed. Remember, accuracy over speed.
Fuck off!
Remember, accuracy over speed. Remember, accuracy over speed.
Fuck, man.
Remember, accuracy over speed.
notion that we can reduce the task of creating an intelligent system, general intelligent system, to the task of compression. You think of all of intelligence and you relate to that compression. Do you find that, was that at the time you found that as a compelling idea, do you still find that a compelling idea?
I still find that compelling. I think that it's not that useful day to day, but actually, one of maybe my quests before that was a search for the definition of the word intelligence. I never had one, and I definitely have a definition of the word compression. It's a very simple string logo. And you know, in compressions, you don't lossless losses, not lossless losses. And that is equivalent to intelligence. I believe, I'm not sure how useful that definition is day to day, but like, I now have a framework to understand this.
And he's just 10x the prize in the competition, as we say. They really thought of taking a crack at that.
Oh, I did. Oh, I did. I spent the next, after I found the prize, I spent the next 6 months of my life trying it, and well, that's when I started learning everything about AI, and I worked with my parents for a bit, and then I learned to keep learning stuff. I'm like, okay, now I'm caught up on AI.
Wow.
And I had a really good framework to put it all about the compression stuff. Right? Like some of the first deep learning models I played with were GPT basically, but before transformers, before I was still on my hand.
But by the way, on the compression side, the neural network, you need to be lossless environment. That's on the side. So, you know, human intelligence in neural networks probably specifies pretty well that it's lost.
You can turn a lot of computer, and you can just encode the noise with this. So exactly what the character is, the better a probability that you can put on the character, and then use an arithmetic encoder to, you don't even know whether it's a me or not, but the probability is and if you have it's
So let me ask on the side. What are your thoughts on language models, transformers? Do you have researchers, or is there something interesting to you as a deeper development?
I think it's not like it's cool for what it is. You know, we're not just going to be able to scale up to GPT-12 and get general purpose intelligence. Like your loss function is literally just you know cosmetically loss on the character, right? Like that's not the loss function of general intelligence.
Is that obvious to you? Can you imagine that, like, to play devil's advocate on yourself, is it possible that you could say GPT-12 over to your general intelligence with something as dumb as this kind of loss function?
I guess it depends what you mean by general intelligence. So there's another problem with the GPTs, and that's that they don't have long-term memory. Right. So like just GPT-12, a scaled-up version of GPT-2 or 3, I find it hard to believe.
Well, you can scale it in, yeah, so it's a hard-coded length. You can make it wider and wider and wider.
Yeah. You're gonna get cool things from those systems, but I don't think you're ever gonna get something that can build me a rocket ship.
What about self-driving? So, you can use Transformer with video, for example. You think, is there something in there?
No, because look, we use a GRU. We grew out to a Transformer. I think driving is much more Markovian than language.
The Markovian, you mean like the memory? Which aspect of
Markovian? I mean that most of the information in the state at T-1 is also in state T. Right? And it kind of drops off nicely like this, whereas sometimes with language you have to refer back to the third paragraph on the second page.
I feel like
there's not many, like you could say like speed limit signs, but there's really not many things in autonomous driving that look like that.
But if you look at the devil's advocate, is the risk estimation that we talked about is kind of interesting. It feels like there might be some longer term education and context necessary to figure out like the context. Yeah, I'm not really even sure I'm believing my own defense.
We have a nice like fish model which outputs like a 1 to 2.5 intersection space. Can I try transformers on it? Sure. At some point we'll try transformers and then we'll just see if they make it better. Sure.
I might not be.
No, well, I'm not. Like transformers work better than GUIs for autonomous driving? Sure. Might we switch? Sure. If there's some radical change, okay, we use a slightly different, we switch from RNNs to GUIs. It's reach transformers, but no, we're not.
Well, on the topic of general intelligence, I don't know how much to talk to you about it. Like, what do you think will actually build an AGI? If you look at Ray Kurzweil with Singularity, do you have like an intuition about? You're kind of saying driving is easy, and will have really important impact on our behavior. I think driving is driving is so deeply connected to human experience that I think solving one can help solve the other. But so I don't see general intelligence, but like what's your opinion? What do you mean by
Tools, the whole world is network. The whole world is network, and we rate this
Remember,
network, right?
accuracy over speed.
communication information? Tolerant
Oh, I think that's like, when I think of the definition of singularity, alright.
Right. Like, it's a change in the world beyond which the world transforms in ways that we can't possibly imagine.
Well, I mean, I think we're in the singularity now in the sense that there's like, one world and a monoculture and it's also linked.
I mean, I kind of share the intuition that the singularity will originate from the collective intelligence of us ants versus the some single system AGI type thing.
Oh, I totally agree with that. Yeah, I don't really believe in like a hard takeoff AGI kind of thing. Yeah, I don't even think AI is all that different in kind from what we've already been building. With respect to driving, I think driving is a subset of general intelligence, and I think it's a pretty complete subset. I think the tools we develop in Comma will also be extremely helpful to solving general intelligence, and that's, I think, the real reason why I'm doing this. I don't care about self-driving cars. It's a cool problem to beat people at.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, you're of two minds. So one, you do have to have a mission, and you want to focus and make sure you get that. You can't forget that, but at the same time, there is a threat that's much bigger than that connects the entirety of your effort. That's much bigger than just driving.
With AI and with general intelligence, it is so easy to delude yourself into thinking you figured something out. If we build a level 5 self-driving car, we have indisputably built something.
Yeah.
Is it general intelligence? I'm not going to debate that. I will say we've built something that provides huge financial value.
Yeah, beautifully put. That's the engineering credo. Like, just build the thing. It's like that's why I'm with Elon on go to Mars.
Yeah, it's a great one.
You can argue like, who the hell cares about going to Mars? But the reality is, set that as a mission, get it done, and then you're going to crack some problem that you've never even expected in the process of doing that.
Yeah, I mean, if I had a choice between humanity going to Mars and solving self-driving cars, I think going to Mars is better. But I don't know, I'm more suited for self-driving cars. I'm an information guy, I'm not a modernist, I'm a postmodernist.
Postmodernist. All right, beautifully put. Let me drag you back to programming for a sec. What 3 do you 3 to 5 programming languages should people learn, do you think? Like, if you look at your
Everybody should learn C and assembly. We'll start with those two. Right?
assembly,
Yeah. If you can't code in assembly, you don't know what the computer's doing. You don't understand, like, you don't have to be great in assembly, but you have to code it. And then, like, you have to appreciate assembly in order to appreciate all the great things C gets you. And then you have to code in C in order to appreciate all the great things Python gets you. So I'll just say assembly, C, and Python. We'll start with those three.
the memory allocation of C and the fact that so assembly gives you a sense of just how many levels of abstraction you get to work on in modern day programming.
Yeah, there's graph coloring for assignment register assignment pilots. You know, the compiler, the computer only has a certain number of registers. You can have all the variables you want in a C function. You know,
So you get to start to build intuition about compilation, like when the compiler gets you. What else?
well, then there's kind of so those are all very imperative programming languages. Then there's two other paradigms of programming that everybody should be familiar with. One of them is functional. You should learn Haskell and take that all the way through. Learn a language with dependent types like Hop. Learn that whole space, like the very PL theory heavy languages.
And Haskell is your favorite functional? What is that the go-to?
Yeah, I'm not a great Haskell programmer. I wrote a compiler in Haskell once. There's another paradigm, and actually there's one more paradigm that I'll even talk about after that I never used to talk about when I would think about this. But the next paradigm is learn Verilog or HDL. Understand this idea of all of the instructions execute at once. If I have a block in Verilog and I write stuff in it, it's not sequential. They all execute at once. And then, like, think like that. That's how hardware works.
So I guess assembly doesn't quite get you that. Assembly is more about compilation, and Verilog is more about the hardware, like giving a sense of what actually is the hardware is doing.
Assembly, C, Python are straight, like they sit right on top of each other. In fact, C is kind of coded in C, but you can imagine the first C was coded in assembly, and Python is actually coded in C. So, you can straight up go on that.
Got it. And then Verilog gives you, that's brilliant. Okay. So,
And then I think there's another one now. Karpathy calls it Programming 2.0, which is don't learn TensorFlow, learn PyTorch.
So machine learning, we've got to come up with a better term than Programming 2.0 but yeah.
It's a programming language. Right.
I wonder if it can be formalized a little bit better. It feels like we're in the early days of what that actually entails.
Data-driven programming.
Data-driven programming, yeah. But it's so fundamentally different as a paradigm than the others. It almost requires a different skill set. But you think it's still, yeah. And PyTorch versus TensorFlow, PyTorch wins.
It's the fourth paradigm. It's the fourth paradigm that I've kind of seen. There's like this, imperative, functional, hardware. I don't know a better word for it. And then ML.
Do you have advice for people that want to, get into programming, want to learn programming? You have a video. What is programming? Noob lessons! ! And I think the top comment is like, warning: this is not for noobs. Do you have a noob TLDW for that video, but also a noob friendly advice on how to get into programming?
You are never going to learn programming by watching a video called Learn Programming. The only way to learn programming, I think, the only way everyone I've ever met who can program well learned it all the same way. They had something they wanted to do, and then they tried to do it. And then they were like, oh, well, okay, this is kind of, it'd be nice if the computer could kind of do this thing. And then, that's how you learn. You just keep pushing on a project. So the only advice I have for learning programming is go program.
Somebody wrote to me a question like, they're looking to learn about recurrent neural networks. And saying, like, my company's thinking of using recurrent neural networks for time series data, but we don't really have an idea of where to use it yet. We just want to, do you have any advice on how to learn about, these kind of general machine learning questions? And I think the answer is, actually have a problem that you're trying to solve and just
I see that stuff. Oh my god, when people talk like that, they're like, I heard machine learning is important. Could you help us integrate machine learning with macaroni and cheese production? You can't help these people. Like, who lets you run anything? Who lets that kind of person run anything?
I think we're all beginners at some point. So
It's not like they're a beginner. It's like, my problem is not that they don't know about machine learning. My problem is that they think that machine learning has something to say about macaroni and cheese production. Or like, I heard about this new technology. How can I use it for why? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but how can I use it for why?
that's true. And you have to build up an intuition of how, because you might be able to figure out a way, but like the prerequisite is you should have a macaroni and cheese problem to solve first.
Exactly.
And then two, you should have more traditional, like in the learning process should involve more traditionally applicable problems in the space of whatever that is, machine learning, and then see if it can be applied to
At
macaroni.
least start with tell me about a problem. Like if you have a problem, you're like, some of my boxes aren't getting enough macaroni in them. Can we use machine learning to solve this problem? That's much, much better than how do I apply machine learning to macaroni and cheese?
One big thing, maybe this is me talking to the audience a little bit, because I get these days so many messages, advice on how to like learn stuff. Okay, this is not me being mean. I think this is quite profound. Actually, is you should Google it.
Oh yeah.
Like one of the like skills that you should really acquire as an engineer, as a researcher, as a thinker. Like there's two complementary skills. Like one is with a blank sheet of paper with no internet to think deeply, and then the other is to Google the crap out of the questions you have. Like that's actually a skill. I know people often talk about, but like doing research, like pulling at the thread, like looking up different words, going into like GitHub repositories with 2 stars and like looking how they did stuff, like looking at the code, or going on Twitter, seeing like there's little pockets of brilliant people that are like having discussions. Like if you're a neuroscientist, go into signal processing community. If you're an AI person, go into the psychology community. Like switch communities, like keep searching, because it's so much better to invest in like finding somebody else who already solved your problem than is to try to solve the problem. And because they've often invested years of their life, like entire communities are probably already out there who have tried to solve your problem.
I think they're the same thing. I think you go try to solve the problem. And then in trying to solve the problem, if you're good at solving problems, you'll stumble upon the person who solved it already.
Yeah, but the stumbling is really important. I think that's a skill that people should really put, especially in undergrad, like search. If you ask me a question, how should I get started in deep learning, like especially, like that is just so Googleable. Like the whole point is you Google that and you get 1 million pages and just start looking at them.
Yeah.
Start pulling at the thread, start exploring, start taking notes, start getting advice from 1 million people that have already like spent their life answering that question actually.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, that's definitely also, when people like ask me things like that, I'm like, trust me, the top answer on Google is much, much better than anything I'm going to tell you.
Say.
Right?
Yeah. People ask, it's an interesting question. Let me know if you have any recommendations. What 3 books, technical or fiction or philosophical, had an impact on your life, or you would recommend perhaps?
Maybe we'll start with the least controversial, Infinite Jest. Infinite Jest is
David Foster Wallace.
Yeah, it's a book about wireheading, really. Very enjoyable to read, very well written. You will grow as a person reading this book. It's effort. And I'll set that up for the second book, which is pornography. It's called Atlas Shrugged, which.
Atlas Shrugged is pornography.
Yeah, I mean it is. I will not defend I will not say Atlas Shrugged is a well-written book. It is entertaining to read, certainly, just like pornography. The production value isn't great. There's a 60-page monologue in there that Ayn Rand's editor really wanted to take out, and she paid out of her pocket to keep that 60-page monologue in the book. But it is a great book for a kind of framework of human relations. And I know a lot of people are like, yeah, but it's a terrible framework. Yeah, but it's a framework.
Just for context, in a couple of days, I'm speaking for probably 4+ hours with Yaron Brook, who's the main remaining objectivist.
Interesting.
So I've always found this philosophy quite interesting on many levels. One of how repulsive large percent of the population find it, which is always funny to me when people are like unable to even read a philosophy because of I think that says more about their psychological perspective on it.
Yeah.
But there is something about objectivism and Ayn Rand's philosophy that's very deeply connected to this idea of capitalism, of the ethical life is the productive life. That was always compelling to me. It didn't seem I didn't seem to interpret it in the negative sense that some people do.
To be fair, I read that book when I was 19.
So you had an impact at that point, yeah.
Yeah, and the bad guys in the book have this slogan, from each according to their ability to each according to their need. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, these are the most this is Team Rocket level cartoonishness, right? No bad guy. And then when I realized that was actually the slogan of the Communist Party, I'm like, wait a second. Wait, no. You're telling me this really happened?
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, one of the criticisms of her work is she has a cartoonish view of good and evil, like that there's like the reality, as Jordan Peterson says, is that each of us have the capacity for good and evil in us, as opposed to like there's some characters who are purely evil and some characters that are purely good.
And that's in a way why it's pornographic.
The production value, I love it.
Well, evil is punished, and there's very clearly there's no just like porn doesn't have like character growth. Neither does Atlas Shrugged. Like,
brilliant, but well put. But as a 19-year-old George Franz, it was good enough.
Yeah.
What's the third? You have something?
I could give these two. I'll just throw out. They're sci-fi. Permutation City. Great things to start thinking about copies of yourself. And then
Who's that by? Sorry.
That is Greg Egan. That might not be his real name. Some Australian guy. Might not be Australian. I don't know. And then this one's online. It's called The Metamorphosis of Prime Intellect. It's a story set in a post-singularity world. Interesting.
Is there, either of the worlds, do you find something philosophically interesting in them that you can comment on?
I mean, it is clear to me that Metamorphosis of Prime Intellect is like written by an engineer, which is it's very almost a pragmatic take on a utopia in a way.
Positive or negative?
Well, that's up to you to decide reading the book. And the ending of it is very interesting as well, and I didn't realize what it was. I first read that when I was 15. I've reread that book several times in my life. And it's short. It's 50 pages. Everyone should go read it.
What's sorry, it's a little tangent. I've been working through the foundation. I haven't read much sci-fi my whole life, and I'm trying to fix that the last few months. It's been a little side project. What's to you is the greatest sci-fi novel that people should read? Or is it?
I mean, I would say Permutation City, Metamorphosis of Prime Intellect.
Got it.
I don't know. I didn't like Foundation. I thought it was way too modernist.
Do you like Dune and all of those?
I've never read Dune. I've never read Dune. I have to read it. Fire Upon the Deep is interesting. Okay, I mean, look, everyone should read Neuromancer. Everyone should read Snow Crash. If you haven't read those, start there.
You haven't read Snow Crash.
You haven't read Snow Crash? Oh, it's very entertaining. Go to Lester Bach, and if you want the controversial one, Bronze Age Mindset.
All right, I'll look into that one.
Those aren't sci-fi, but just around in books.
So, a bunch of people ask me on Twitter and Reddit and so on for advice. So, what advice would you give a young person today about life? Another way. Yeah, I mean, looking back, especially when you're younger, you did, and you continued it, you've accomplished a lot of interesting things. Is there some advice from from that life of yours that you can pass on?
If college ever opens again, I would love to give a graduation speech. At that point, I will put a lot of somewhat satirical effort into this question.
Yeah, you haven't written anything at this point.
Oh, you know what? Always wear sunscreen. This is water.
I think you're plagiarizing.
I mean, but that's the like, clean your room. You know, you can do all of this stuff, and it's. There is no. Self-help books aren't designed to help you. They're designed to make you feel good. Like, whatever advice I could give, you already know. Everyone already knows. Sorry, it doesn't feel good. Right? Like, you know, what if I tell you that you should, eat well and read more, and it's not going to do anything. I think the whole, genre of those kind of questions is meaningless.
I don't know.
If anything, it's don't worry so much about that stuff. Don't be so caught up in your head.
Right. I mean, in the sense that your whole life, your whole existence is like a moving version of that advice. I don't know. There's something, there's something in you that resists that kind of thinking, and that in itself it's just illustrative of who you are, and there's something to learn from that. I think you're clearly not overthinking stuff.
Yeah, and you know
There's
what?
a gut thing.
Even when I talk about my advice, I'm like, my advice is only relevant to me.
Yeah.
It's not relevant to anybody else. I'm not saying you should go out, if you're the kind of person who overthinks things, to stop overthinking things. It's not bad. It doesn't work for me. Maybe it works for you. I don't know.
Let me ask you about love.
Yeah.
I think last time we talked about the meaning of life, and it was kind of about winning.
Of course.
I don't think I've talked to you about love much, whether romantic or just love for the common humanity amongst us all. What role has love played in your life? In this quest for winning, where does love fit in?
Well, the word love, I think, means several different things. There's love in the sense of, maybe I could just say there's love in the sense of opiates, and love in the sense of oxytocin, and then love in the sense of maybe a love for math. I don't think fits into either of those first two paradigms.
Each of those, have they given something to you in your life?
I'm not that big of a fan of the first two.
Why?
For the same reason I'm not a fan of, the same reason I don't do opiates and don't take ecstasy. And there were times, look, I tried both. I like opiates way more than I like ecstasy. But they're not the ethical life is the productive life. So maybe that's my problem with those. And then a sense of, I don't know, abstract love for humanity. I mean, the abstract love for humanity, I'm I've always felt that. And I guess it's hard for me to imagine not feeling it. There's people who don't. I don't know.
Yeah, that's just a background thing that's there. Since we brought up drugs, let me ask you. This is becoming more and more a part of my life because I'm talking to a few researchers that are working on psychedelics. I've eaten shrooms a couple times, and it was fascinating to me that the mind can go, just fascinating. The mind can go to places I didn't imagine it could go, and it was very friendly and positive and exciting, and everything was kind of hilarious in the place. Wherever my mind went, that's where I went. What do you think about psychedelics? Do you think they have? What do you think the mind goes? Have you done psychedelics? Where do you think the mind goes? Is there something useful to learn about the places it goes once you come back?
I find it interesting that this idea that psychedelics have something to teach is almost unique to psychedelics, right? People don't argue this about amphetamines. And
That's true.
And I'm not really sure why.
Yeah.
I think all of the drugs have lessons to teach. I think there's things to learn from opiates. I think there's things to learn from amphetamines. I think there's things to learn from psychedelics, things to learn from marijuana. But also at the same time, recognize that I don't think you're learning things about the world. I think you're learning things about yourself.
Yeah.
And what's it might have even been a Timothy Leary quote. I don't want to misquote him, but the idea is basically like, everybody should look behind the door, but then once you've seen behind the door, you don't need to keep going back. So, and that's my thoughts on all real drug use too. So maybe for caffeine.
It's a little experience that it's good to have, but.
Oh yeah,
That's
no,
what
I guess psychedelics are definitely.
So you're a fan of new experiences, I suppose.
Yes.
Because they all contain especially the first few times, it contains some lessons that we picked up.
Yeah, and I'll revisit psychedelics maybe once a year. Usually smaller doses. Maybe they turn up the learning rate of your brain. I've heard that. I like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, big learning rates have pros and cons.
Last question. This is a little weird one, but you've called yourself crazy in the past. First of all, on a scale of 1 to 10, how crazy would you say are you?
Oh, it depends how when you compare me to Elon Musk and Anthony Lewandowski, not so crazy.
So like a 7?
Let's go with 6.
6?
Yeah.
6. What,
I like 7. 7's a good number.
7? Alright, well, I'm sure day by day it changes, right? So, but you're in that area. What, in thinking about that, what do you think is the role of madness? Is that a feature or a bug, if you were to dissect your brain?
So, okay, from a mental health lens on crazy, I'm not sure I really believe in that. I'm not sure I really believe in a lot of that stuff, right? This concept of, okay, when you get over to like hardcore bipolar and schizophrenia, these things are clearly real, somewhat biological. And then over here on the spectrum, you have ADD and oppositional defiance disorder and these things that are wait, this is normal spectrum human behavior. This isn't, where's the line here, and why is this a problem? So there's this whole, the neurodiversity of humanity is huge. People think I'm always on drugs. People always say this to me on my streams. I'm like, guys, I'm real open with my drug use. I'd tell you if I was on drugs. I had a cup of coffee this morning, but other than that, this is just me.
You're witnessing my brain in action. So the word madness doesn't even make sense in the rich neurodiversity of humans.
I think it makes sense, but only for some insane extremes. If you are actually visibly hallucinating,
right?
That's okay.
But there is the kind of spectrum on which you stand out. That's if I were to look, at decorations on a Christmas tree or something like that. If you were a decoration, that would catch my eye. That thing is sparkly. Whatever the hell that thing is, there's something to that. Just refusing to be boring, or maybe boring is the wrong word, but to be willing to sparkle.
It's somewhat constructed. I am who I choose to be. I'm gonna say things as true as I can see them. I'm not gonna lie.
But that's a really important feature in itself. So whatever the neurodiversity of whatever your brain is, not putting constraints on it that force it to fit into the mold of what society is defines what you're supposed to be. So you're one of the specimens that doesn't mind being yourself.
Being right is super important, except at the expense of being wrong.
Without breaking that apart, I think it's a beautiful way to end it. George, you're one of the most special humans I know. It's truly an honor to talk to you. Thanks so much for doing it.
Thank you, Matt.
Thanks for listening to this conversation with George Hotz, and thank you to our sponsors, Four Sigmatic, which is the maker of delicious mushroom coffee, Decoding Digital, which is a tech podcast that I listen to and enjoy, and ExpressVPN, which is the VPN I've used for many years. Please check out these sponsors in the description to get a discount and to support this podcast. If you enjoy this thing, subscribe on YouTube, review it with 5 stars on Apple Podcasts, follow on Spotify, support it on Patreon, or connect with me on Twitter at Lex Friedman. And now, let me leave you with some words from the great and powerful Linus Torvald. Talk is cheap. Show me the code. Thank you for listening, and hope to see you next time.